Hey guys, welcome friends. It's Lisa Mitchell and I'm a certified body language trainer and nonverbal skills coach. And I'm just getting ready actually to run out the door in just a minute to go present to a group of CEOs that are really interested in learning how they can use body language to be more effective leaders. And it's a session I love doing. It's all about decoding and helping people understand with greater confidence and greater clarity how the people around them are communicating with them. And one of the really interesting tips that I love to share, I call it a ninja tip, is people's feet tell us so much. And it's one of those overlooked little signals, but once you're aware and once you know how important it is to pay attention to somebody's feet, it can totally give you an inside tip on how negotiations are going, how interviews are going. If you're observing people, you can figure out who's kind of in charge or who's the power player in a situation. So it really is important, not only because I'm curious about what shoes people are wearing, but more so because it helps me figure out who's in charge in a room, in a group situation. So here's the idea behind it. Our feet point towards where we want to go. So think about this from a networking standpoint, or if you're in a group or a room of people and you're in a conversation with someone, where are their feet pointed? Just take a glance down. If they're pointed towards the bar, maybe just casually work into the conversation. Hey, do you want to finish talking while we go grab a drink? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. You know, you kind of look like a genius. You kind of look like a mind reader. Same thing if somebody's feet are pointed towards an exit or towards the bathroom. Probably a good time to show your emotional intelligence at that point and excuse yourself or give the person a chance to break away for a moment. So either say, oh, there's somebody else I need to go see, or I'd love to connect with you in a minute. I'm going to, run over here and say hi. Just kind of give them the grace of letting them off the hook. So if you can tell that their feet are pointed somewhere other than being engaged with you, that's a pretty good sign that maybe they need a little break and you can offer that to them. Now, if they're kind of toe to toe and fronting with you, we call it, where shoulders and torso and feet are kind of lined up towards each other, that's a really engaged posture. That means that you're connected to each other and that you're giving each other kind of full respect and attention. And it also tells other people who may be observing you that it's probably a closed conversation. So if you want to maintain that, stay with your feet pointed towards each other in a little more closed off position. If you want to open it back up, just take a little step off, offset your feet a little bit. Both of you can do that. And then that conveys the message to everyone else that you're open to other people joining the conversation with you. In negotiations, paying attention to people's feet can be really, really helpful as well. And there's a tip I share that always cracks people up. If you're sitting across the table from the other party, and maybe there's a couple of different people present and you aren't sure exactly who the decision maker is in the group, because a lot of times the decision maker is not always the person with the highest title in the room. So if you really want to know who's kind of pulling the strings or who's got the power, drop a pin, casually pick it up and glance under the table to see where are people's feet pointed, where are knees pointed, who in that lineup are people deferring power to. If you have people that are sitting beside each other and people's knees or feet are pointed towards one specific person in that group, that's a pretty good indicator that they're deferring power to that person, or that they're maybe following that person's lead before making a decision or making a commitment. So that's all I have time for. I got to scoot. I got a group of great executives waiting for me, and I don't want to be late for that. But I wanted to just share that tip with you today. Pay attention to people's feet. It's a great way to decode and get a good feel for what's going on, especially from a power dynamic or a level of engagement. So don't just look at shoes. Look at where the feet are pointed. That's it for now. If you want more, you can connect with me at lisa@powerbodylanguage.com or visit my website at powerbodylanguage.com. Talk to you soon.